All right, we're in the St. Patrick's Day tournament. We're in the qualifying round. In my 77 account, Dunner's on the line. What's up, Dunner? Dunner! Dunner,
Hey Dave,
Dunner. What account you playing?
Cinco Dinner. Cinco
Cinco
de
de
Dinner.
Dunner. Cinco de Dunner. We're playing in Finland. It's colder than hell here. Cold. Cold.
Some
Hell hath frozen
lesser
over.
lesser level clubs. They're not crap, but they're not like my other accounts.
We'll see if we can get matched up. The goal is to get matched up on all 9 holes, so hopefully we can. So hole number 1. Dunner and I are both going to play hole number 1. We're going to do the layup shot on the right-hand side coming out into this area. Trying to get our bounces right. Yesterday I duffed up here and I actually bled out, and I had a shot from... I think I had a shot from the fairway. But I went back and did a practice round for everybody, and I shot it over here just to show the rough bump coming in, and I actually hold that out. I think I did a plus 10% on this shot right here. Are you doing a 10% on the, if you get out where you want to get, are you doing a plus 10%?
Yeah, plus 10 at whatever I'm at my club.
Yep.
Probably either hopefully 50 or 25%.
All right.
I've been around mid club pretty much the whole time, so.
Which way's the wind blowing? It's blowing with us. I'm gonna bring a Titan. I'm gonna bring a Titan. Well, I'll bring a Titan.
You'll probably end up at minimum short iron then.
Bring a Titan and try not to do any overpower, but we'll see. It's all about your bounces out here because of the way it comes through that. So, all right. You want to go first?
Sure. Okay. I'll go in 3, 2, 1, go.
I waited about a second and a half. Tell me when you get dots. You got dots? Come on.
Dots?
I got dots?
Oh. As soon as you got dots, I got someone.
Okay, we'll go at the same time. We'll go at the same time and try that out, and I'm still spinning. Who the hell is up in Finland? It's like 12:30 in the morning.
Lord Bone, apparently.
Come on, dude. Get a job. And I'm still spinning. The Wrath of Wolves clan. I am Wrath 5. Let's check out Wrath 5. Got some banners going. This is definitely a second account. Going for the rough bump.
I might want to move up to a kickmaker here.
That's the thing about going on the rough bump side is you can use any ball. You could bring out a low wind, like a low power, low wind ball. Pretty easy breezy. They got a nice view from there. Nice view.
.7. That's been the magic number today. Every pull is like 1.7.
Three, one.
Oh, that's a bad grade. I forgot to take my fucking glasses off.
Hitting it perfect. We'll see if that wind adjustment. I just did a straight up wind adjustment.
Oh my God,
I didn't do
I've never done that before.
Any plus.
Water. Oops, he's right. Sink it, buddy.
All right. That should be, and that wind adjustment, just a straight up wind adjustment. I didn't do anything extra on my drive, and my bounces were pretty much right where I wanted them. I'll have to go back and watch it and see if it pushed me off a little. I had a little bit of room on the right hand side, so it wouldn't have been a bad deal to overpull, but if you get wind, coming from the left and you overpull, then you just pulled yourself into a bad area. So
Like the water?
yeah. Well, you can clip that rough on the second bounce and you might get caught up in it.
Or you hit a fucking brutal grate, apparently.
1.1 times the
go in the
wind,
water.
wherever I'm at in my club. Let's do the wind first. 2.7 equals, where am I at in my club? There's max. There's min. I'm at min club. So divided by 2.2. 1.35 rings.
That's more like it.
There's 125, 135. Just need to hit it perfect and it's in the hole. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. That's what I'm talking about, bitches. Woo! In the hole.
Nice.
I was at minimum club, minimum kingfisher. I count my minimum kingfisher at 2.2 per ring. And I was probably, if you're using a slider, I was probably about maybe 85, 90%. I wasn't quite at min, but at that point you're in between. I was on the, if you do the minimum club and mid club, I was probably 3/4 of the way past that. So if you're using a slider, you could dial that in a little bit more, but eyeballing it, that was a min. With a 10% adjustment. Excellent. Excellent. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, here we go.
All right, what do we got for hole number 2?
Perfect. This is a bird eagle.
Come on. Get in the hole, buddy.
Yes, bird eagle.
What happened on the first shot?
This guy I'm playing against is a joke too. I shanked it. I fucking hit great left. I didn't think it was that bad, but apparently it was. It bounced and then it clipped that rough and it funneled its way down into the water. I've never done that before.
So you recovered
So I
yourself.
had to tee it up again.
You recovered.
Put it where I was supposed to be the first time and then sunk the approach shot, yeah. The bird eagle. That
All right.
been a really bad start.
Got some notes on that. Okay, so I'm doing a plus 15 on this. And I think yesterday I hit this. It's a grizzly with a navigator.
I was doing 15 and it seemed like it was a bit much, so I'm going to go with plus 10.
So I'm going.
One last 3 backspin.
Like I'm trying to
set
get
it up different to me, I know for sure.
Yeah, and the deal is it's very, very little adjustment. It's like a half a bar of right hand side spin or left hand side spin and like a half a bar of top spin. It's very little adjustment. But I'm starting off with my white ring down here on the transition between the rough and the fairway. More than likely, you'll need to spin around and either, if the wind's blowing this way, you can do a normal adjustment from this side, but if the wind's blowing from this way, you'll need to spin around on this side and then push the wind out. Because it's hard, because this is so uphill that it's hard to come at it from this side and get your rings right. So you may have to adjust that based off the wind. All right, need to switch balls and I'm ready. Hold
So
on.
you're going like down near the bottom of that hill, closer to the rough, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be. I started off.
You're using a bit of topspin.
Yeah, just a little teeny bit, and I do. And the ball guide, if you don't adjust anything, and you pull down to the left, so that your white ring is on the transition between the rough and the fairway.
Right.
And then once you get down there, you're going towards it. You make your slight adjustment, and then I do the micro move so that I can get perfectly lined up to it. But I'm way down on that. I know I've seen a lot of other people hit where they're actually doing it on the opposite side. But if you're on the opposite side, you've got to put on a lot more left-hand side spin in order to bring it back to the cup. And you know how it works. The more spin and stuff you put on your ball, the more the course can, and if you're off just a little bit, you can be way the fuck off. So I'm trying to finesse it a little more.
I'm just going to go 3 backspin and 1 left. And that sets me up to where I need to aim. It's right, the yellow ring's like right near the edge of the shadow. And then the ball guy goes like towards the hole. Maybe cheating a little bit to the right side. I don't know. I had really good success with this in another tournament that this hole was in.
Yeah, I would tell you the first time that we played this hole ate my lunch. Like, it was in that Celtic Cup tournament. I actually in that weekend round I struggled in the opening round I struggled on this hole and I really didn't like it. So in the weekend round I think I just went up there and put myself on the green and got my birdie and got the hell away from this hole. But the next time we played
if you go too long at all, you don't even have to go very far past the pin. That's no good.
Yeah,
and if you're too far left, that's also you're most likely going to end up in the rough.
Alrighty, you ready? We'll go at the same time.
Yep.
You count it out.
I'll just wait. Like, how long did you wait last time?
About 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds.
Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
And we'll see who gets dots first.
Yep.
I got dots. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm going to back out and get in.
Yeah. I'm still going. Oh, no.
Oh.
I got max. As soon as you backed out.
You rat bastard. Rat bastards.
I was going to back out because you had dots, but I don't fucking know. Come on, Max.
Okay, let's try that next time.
4.
If you get dots first, and then I get dots, and then I don't get anybody, you back out and get back in.
Yeah.
Come on. Now I'm going to sit here and spin forever. I suppose I could be setting up my calculator. 15%, so it's 1.15 times whatever the wind is, divided by 1. I'm hitting a max club. I don't really know where I'm at in my club, but I'm just doing a max. 2.2. 2.53 rings. I'm going to start with my clear ring off. .53 rings. There's 2.5. Hitting it perfect. That was dead center perfect too. Get in the hole. Just on the outside edge. Didn't quite pull it enough. I'm going to put plus 15 plus 0.1. I'm going to put plus 0.2. Let's do that.
What's this camera saying? Oh, I did. Fuck. A little bit to the right. It's kind of where I was aiming on to.
I have to go back and watch to see what kind of spin. And I actually moved it over a ring, and I was clear ring off on the transition. Making some notes here. Making some notes. You can see how much it falls off on the left-hand side of the cup. If your ball comes in there with any speed and you roll off that left-hand side, you're going for a ride. It ain't gonna slow down. In the hole, birdie. All right, I got a birdie.
Yeah.
It was close. But no cigar. And I think the deal there is you're so far downhill that if you're doing a max number, I don't even think we're at max. We're probably at mid, but we're already adding wind on with the max number.
I think I am going to use my horizon as well.
You're talking about number 3?
Yeah.
All right, let's check out hole number 3. So on hole number 3, are you going to, let's see which way the wind's blowing. I'm sure
Just tailwind,
it's
so
tailwind, so
I'm going to use it to push me back up to the fairway because I don't have enough distance to make it to the fairway without overpower. So when I'm just going to take the wind out and then push it back up all the way.
I'm going
and
to
that should be enough.
I think I'm going to bring out a big ball, and I'm going to the other side.
Oh, shoot it across the.
And I'm shooting it across it, and I'm going to do
fairway.
the rough bump on the other side. But I want to switch it up because if I catch it right,
You don't. I don't think you're going to need a big ball, honestly. If you use tight,
no,
you'll have
but
to use overpower. But
the deal is that in this round with tailwind, I could probably make it over. But if in the next round we have a headwind, then I'd have to adjust my shot with a bigger ball. And it's not necessarily the drive shot, but it's the second shot to the cup because now I'm going to be.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to play it every round with a power 5 ball. That way I can get try and dial the second shot in.
Well, you know what? Let me see what I got.
But
fuck yeah.
And I doubt that I'm going to get up there far enough.
I want the side spin on the tee shot though. I don't have anything else in this account.
And I doubt that I'm going to get up there into my
those
short iron
infinity
range,
balls.
but I'm going to switch.
I'm not going to use that.
I'm going to switch to my Hornet instead of my Kingfisher because if I by whatever miracle I get into my short iron range, my Kingfisher doesn't have enough topspin. Now that wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing because I wouldn't mind coming at it. You can come straight at it, so maybe I'll use my Kingfisher.
Yeah, I'm going for the crescent. First bounce right on there. Bunch of side spin and a little bit of curl. And hopefully I'll have enough to get on the other side of the bunker. Oh, if I do that with the horizon, I won't have enough backspin. How much backspin do you need?
So Dunner's going to take the shot over to this area. I did this shot yesterday, and if you bring out your QB or your rock, whichever one has the most curl.
Yeah, that'll work.
I used my rock, and I was 3.5 rings off of this transitional surface with a 3 power ball, max curl, and went right down the fair. I put on max topspin, and if I would have hit it great to the left, I would have ended up in the rough. I was in a really, really nice spot. It went right down the fairway, but it almost ran out of fairway. So probably only need to use about 3.5 topspin to put yourself right in that area. The goal is to get in front of that sand trap so that you can go straight out the cup. If your red line's in the sand trap, you got to start over here. You won't have enough side spin. You'll have to put curl on.
No, the green doesn't work from that side.
Yeah. I'm going to do the straight up shot trying to get out into this area, and I want to see with the power 5 ball like how far I can get out here, because like I've been in this area quite a few times, and you've got a really nice rough bump coming in. If you short it,
if you don't
go ahead.
If you don't go far enough on that drive, so if you end up, like you said, with your red line in the bunker, then you got to shoot it before the bunker.
Yep. Yeah.
That changes up the shot quite a bit, but I mean it's a similar line, but the whole setup,
yeah, and in one-on-one, I just shoot it off here and then I put curl on it, but we don't want to do that in tournaments because the whole goal is to try and standardize. This is the money shot right here, and anytime you put the word curl into a money shot, you might as well throw your money away. And you may make it. It's not that you can't make it. It's just hard to repeat. All right. I am more than ready. Okay, let me go first, and then you go right after me.
Yep.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1,
yep.
Go. I'm spinning.
I went like a second.
I got dots.
Come
on, Dunner. Come on, Cinco de Dunner.
Back in. Dots again. And
come on,
Stewart, what the fuck?
Oh, you rat,
77's waiting.
you rat bastards,
Stewart.
sons of bitches.
You better do something good here, Stewart. He's gonna try and blast it with a katana ball. No. Berserker.
We will see. We'll see if we can get over there. I'm curious to see how far up I can get. Now, the deal is I can use the tailwind, but if I really want to standardize it, we'll see. We'll see. I'd really like to pull back about 3 or 4 rings from the red line with the power 5 ball. So if I have a headwind, I've got some room for maneuver. Because I'd really like to end up in the same spot on the other side.
This guy went too far to the right. I don't know if he's going to have a very good angle for the rough bump.
And they'll be in their sniper range from there.
Oh yeah, sniper for sure. So I'm like short like that.
And with this wind, man, I could get way in the hell up there. I'm going to see if I move the wind out, what the deal is. One ring great to the right. Let's see if I can clear it. Oh! Didn't put quite enough curl on it and ended up bleeding out into the rough, way on the other side. I still got a great shot from here, though. I don't think.
Did you skip the rough altogether?
Yeah. I went all the way over it, but I didn't put enough. I had to move it to the right in order to get my second bounce to clear, and if I'd have put a bunch of curl on it, the second bounce might have clipped. I took the wind out. I was trying to make it so that I could see where it was at on that. I still got a great shot from here, though.
See, I've seen a lot of people do that straight shot off the tee and make it over, but then they don't go for the rough bump afterwards. They got to do 7 backspin. I don't know.
Okay, there's max. There's max. There's mid. So I'm about 3/4. So it's still 2 per ring. I don't think I have enough topspin to get me up there. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Do I have enough backspin? Yes, I do. So it's about 1 ring. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Didn't quite pull it enough.
Perfect shot. Come on, baby.
Probably needed to add on about 10% on that from where I was at. If you're from the side that Dunner's hitting from, did you take some wind off?
On the second shot, I did plus 15, but that wasn't even enough. That's gonna be a dumb number. It shouldn't even be plus, but
right, it shouldn't be a plus because
I think it's gonna be. Fuck. I don't know. With the horizon, it's hard to say because the rings are so big that it's just difference in the number of rings as you go up 10% of the time is not measurable sometimes.
Well, and the deal is
that
that
I think it's going to be something like plus 25 or plus 30.
You shouldn't be doing any pluses on that, because this is where the whole thing about elevation stuff is all bullshit with Playdemic. They manipulate those numbers because that is way in the hell uphill. And there's another one of the par 5s in this that's way the hell uphill too. And I remember a tournament that Kyle and I, our teammate Kyle Brady, we'd worked on those holes, and we had talked about doing minus numbers, and he started doing minus numbers on them and was like killing albies on them. And now the minus numbers aren't working. So that's like, you know, that whole thing about people, we talk about elevation or adjustments.
Not very often, but
that's bullshit.
There are a few. We had one, I don't know what the courses are called, but there's maybe 2 tournaments ago, and it was like the first hole. It was the molar hole. You know that one?
Yeah.
And it's the first hole of the tournament. And that approach shot, if you don't get on the green, that approach shot is a minus. That works on that one. But yeah, they're few and far between when you think it's, you know, if you're, like you said, playing strictly by what the elevation is, there should be a whole lot of minuses.
And it seems like I tried a plus 10 on here yesterday and I didn't pull it enough.
What's this one?
So I'm gonna do a plus 20.
What do I got? I didn't do anything else. Plus 15, minus 0.1. I think that might still be too much. I'm going for one of your favorite shots.
You're doing the rough bump?
Yep.
I am not doing the rough bump on that angle, okay? Especially with that sand, because like Dunner's talking about doing a rough bump right along this area here. Well, if the wind's blowing in this direction, anything that's on this side of this plane, you're having to pull over that sand. Now, if the wind was blowing on this side of the plane, you know, it's not that bad. But
perfectly in line.
I've seen G strings that are bigger than that freaking rough. I mean, you know, girls call. I mean, that is narrow there, dude. Narrow.
There's enough room for at least the green, right?
Yeah, well, there's more than enough to bounce off of this island and go straight at it. So that is the deal. And I'm going to be probably about 2 rings off of this transitional surface.
It's fun, though.
Yeah. Yeah. You get right the fuck on that.
I will.
That pissed me off that I didn't get you. I give it like 3 seconds, 4 seconds.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
It was like 3.5 seconds.
I got dots.
I got dots now.
And I'm spinning.
And I got Aru.
Did you get somebody already?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to be shitting me.
Are you sure you're in Finland?
Yeah. Let me check, but I am 100% sure I'm in Finland. Yeah, I'm in Finland. I'm in Finland. Finding an opponent. Come on. Come on. And I got Lino. Who the hell is this Lino? What the hell is he doing on the channel? That's bullshit.
Perfect shot. Right in the middle of the rough. And
my opponent's also doing a rough
little
bump.
bit too much. I wonder what plus 10 looks like.
With this wind, this wind works well for this rough bump, because if you make a bad wind adjustment, it's not going to kill you. And they're leaning to the right. It's really important to get, and they hit it to the right.
Plus 10. I'm going to play that at plus 10 next time.
Let's see what we can get going here. Let's do the wind first. 3.0. 3.6 rings. There's max. There's min. I'm about mid club, but I'm going to do a max number. Why? Because I've been doing a max number on this, so. $3.6. There's 3.5, 3.6. Hitting it perfect. Hitting it perfect. Just a little bit outside. Still didn't give it enough of a pull. And I'm in mid club and I'm doing a max number, and at plus 20 it still wasn't enough. It's pissing me off. And my opponent's giving me some kind of shit. I always give my opponents, like, anytime I emoji, it's always like positive stuff. Like, you know, I'm encouraging them, especially when we're playing one-on-one, because I'm trying to get them to replay me. Like, hey, I'm an active player. Come on, dude. You know, like, let's replay. Come on, gal. But in tournament time, like, unless you're, like, congratulating them because they made a shot, I mean, like, why would you dick around with it? Especially when you're behind. That really cracks me up when somebody screwed up a shot and then they're trying to get you to screw it up. It's like, do you not understand how this works? Like, if I make this shot that I'm trying to set up, I'm actually going to save your ass?
Yeah. I've had that too. It was a really sweet shot. I can't remember. I remember I recorded it actually and shared it in a couple different rooms and in the chat. And it was like, the dude fucked up, the player fucked up, whoever they might be, and it might have even been an albatross, and it was one of those par fives where it's like, you're screwed. You hit your tee shot off, you're not getting an eagle because the rough shot, you know, or you're really gonna have to sink a long wood to save at half or something. And they're all maxed and screwed up, and then I made tee shot and it was fucking good. And they're still going on and on and on and on. And then I second shot and I fucking sank it. And I'm pretty sure it was a tournament. And then they start going, they give me the sad face and the angry. I'm just like, dude, I just saved you an eagle.
Right.
You're gonna be lucky to get a birdie if you would play that hole out. That happened to me on one account earlier. I forget what hole it was, but I totally screwed up. And it was probably not going to even get a birdie on a par 4. And then Buddy dropped it for an eagle. And I was like, thanks. It's the only thing I say. Okay, thanks, right on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just amazed that people evidently can't do the math. Everybody wants to do the English and they can't do the math. You know, it's like, hey, come on, man. The world's just full of people who are D-bags, so... All right, I'm going for it on this, but I think we talked about this hole earlier. We have one of our teammates, Scott, right? Got a hole-in-one on this today. Awesome job, Scott. Woo! That is awesome, dude. So I talked about this hole yesterday. You got shot number 1, you can go at it this way. Shot number 2, which is the consistent shot, and this is what Dunner's doing, is just laying up over here on the right. And then, are you doing the rough bump?
I'm going to see what it looks like. I got a runner on this bag, so.
So you can bounce over and then go for it. You can do a rough bump, or you can start off on the green side and backspin it, which would be my least favorite way of coming at it in this shot. But the rough bump there is...
I think there's a room. I think you can set up just on the other side of the rough, and with only like the barely 3 backspin that a Hornet has at whatever level I have it, is enough to stop it.
And there's 2 ways to go straight at it. You can hit this rough and try and bleed out, or you can bounce off the island and clip this rough and bleed out. I'm going for the shot to clip the island, hit the island, clip the rough, bleed out onto the green, and going for the green in 1. That is the plan. That is the plan. At least that is the plan. All right. Are you ready?
The thing's set up here. Need what do I need here? I only need fucking spin a ball, I guess.
Give me let's give me 5 seconds and for me to get fully in the queue. Because it's taking me forever to get somebody once I get in.
Yeah, we got at the same time last time, so... Yeah, I'll wait a bit.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. No dots. No dots.
Okay, I don't know how long that was.
I got dots. I got dots. Come on, man. Come on.
I got dots now.
Come on.
Nope. I waited and I got fucking a fully vaccinated raccoon.
You got somebody already.
As soon as, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta switch. We gotta switch to a different country. Finland's not being good to us. Let's get on the private jet and go someplace else. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, we gotta go east.
Well, everything we get east might be in trouble, like Poland or those places might be in a spot of bother.
Yeah, well, yeah,
because Mr. Dictator's out there trying to conquer countries. Now that's another way of laying it up, going on that side. But I think that you've got the sand here, and you only have really one way to go at it. If you go the other way,
there is a bit of a hill, but
you got a lot more options.
Backspin to use it. Oh.
2.6 should be. I'm gonna do a ring and a half if I have enough room, and I won't. Woo! I'm just barely into power.
Oh shit! I hate when that happens.
Hitting it perfect. Bounce number 1. Bounce number 2. Bleeding out. Perfect. On the fringe. And that shot is freaking narrow. If you don't hit it perfect, you're not going.
Oh man!
You're not there.
I'm fucking wrapped. Damn it!
And I ran out the max topspin there so that I could try and pull it back from the red line. But that only works because that ball's got extra topspin on it. Those balls are actually super useful.
Was that the albatross ball?
Yeah, I bought a $35 pack, and I wish now that I bought a $50 pack.
How many fucking did you buy?
Well, the deal is that I didn't. I'm
4 last time. 8 or so, yeah.
The whole thing is I was trying to buy, and my opponent backspinned it in. Nice shot. Nice shot. That works. It works. I dunked it in yesterday. In the hole. Boom. Woo! Eagle. That shot, the tolerances on that shot are so narrow to go for that shot that it is close. And it's better if you got some tailwind, for damn sure. Full show.
Come on, rough eagle. Oh, it died. How did that happen?
Did it die after it went through the rough?
No, I landed up in the rough off my tee. I didn't put enough curl because I needed to go around the bunker, sort of.
And did you use like a QB on that? Because when I used to take that shot going to the right, I always used a QB.
No, fuck no.
No,
extra mile.
Extra mile.
Like QB and clubs like that don't have like topspin enough.
Ah. Hole number 6. What is hole number 6? All right.
Okay, Hey, I made hole number 6 once yesterday.
I'm going to pound that ball out there as far as I can possibly get it.
Actually, I made it in my Gunner 4 account.
I'm hitting, so my red line's probably going to be with a 3 power ball somewhere in this neighborhood. If you bring out your big topper, your red line may be back in this area, but if you've got like mid-level clubs, if you got a level 8 extra mile, even though you're back farther with your big topper, you'll actually net more yards, but your second bounce is going to be in the danger zone. And what I'm trying to do is get my second bounce so that it's in front of this crop and then just going forward. And if my red line's here with a power 3 ball with an extra mile, I'm facing off like this, so it's pretty much max curl with an apocalypse. I can put on more curl, but I don't have as much topspin, so it's the distance deal. I'm gonna go at it with which way's the wind blowing? Side wind.
Right to left.
Well, if you get in the right spot, that's almost due tailwind coming to the cup. I'm gonna bring a Kingmaker. It's not the king of balls, but it's close. Let's buy some Kingmakers. Select. I should use those major Kingmakers I have.
Good hole for one of my Ryder Cup balls.
I don't know why I'm hanging on to them.
Side spin 2 is not going to work though for the rough bump. Are you going straight at the hole in the second shot?
Yep. I'm not doing that rough bump. And I know that the rough bump is a great way to go at it.
Look at this one, starfish ball. Holy shit.
What Denner's talking about is there's a rough bump right here off this, but if you're out in this area, it's one of those eye rough bumps. And the deal is it's,
yeah, you need to be, you don't want to like jam it way down there if you want to actually try and go for that.
Yeah,
you want to be as far left as comfortably possible, but not way up there.
Yeah, so instead of being
what
he's talking about is instead of being up here in the wedge between the sand and the fairway, being more back here in the open. The problem with this shot is that you can set it up so that if you get a great to the right or a perfect, you're fine. But if you hit anything great to the left, you're in big, big, big trouble. Big trouble.
Well, you really got to pay attention to the second bounce when it comes out of the rough. And that's the one that will dictate what's going to happen, right? Because, if you set it up too narrow, you have to recognize. I tried it a couple times, and it was like, nope, I don't have the right angle. So I've had to bail out and just go straight at it, right? Because I just see my second bounce, and it was like, no, that's too close to the rough. If I mess up the wind a little tiny bit, or if I had the slightest bit great, then, it's going to get stuck in that rough.
And this is another one of those holes that Kyle and I had worked on where we were actually taking off 10%. And I think it got to the point where we were like taking off maybe like 5%. We were taking off a little bit of wind because it's way uphill. But I'm going to shoot it just a straight up shot and see where the hell I'm at. Because it seems like Playdemic has manipulated these numbers. And while it's uphill and when we talk elevation, it should be taking some wind off, I don't think it's playing that way. I could be wrong.
No, when I made it, I think I was close to mid club, and I just did 1-to-1, and it went exactly right.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh no, let's switch. Hold on, everybody. We're gonna switch VPNs here. Hold on. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. We got on the private jet and we flew from Finland to Germany. Even though Germany's an hour sooner, we're just like getting off of the Finland. We weren't having any luck in Finland, so maybe we'll have some luck in Germany. I told the pilot to fill it up. Let's fuel up because we might have to move again. Dunner's paying for the fuel, so I told him to top it off. It cracks me up about the fuel thing. I mean, the fuel thing, I remember like in 2008, I was working in Oklahoma. I was there for like 9 months, and gas prices were super high. I mean, even like in Oklahoma where normally they give gas away. Oklahoma, Texas, Missouri, shit, the gas is really cheap there. Gas was like $5 and something a gallon. So it was like $6 here where I live in Oregon. And in California, it was $6, $7 a gallon. It's funny because California and Washington, above and below me, their gas prices are always higher than Oregon's. But Oregon, it's against the law to pump your own gas, so all gas stations are full service. When you pull in, they pump your gas for you, and you don't even have to get out of your vehicle unless you want to. And I see, so people like were freaking out back in the day. Like I think then, and like in 2013, gas prices were really high, and people were freaking out trying to buy fuel efficient cars. But then gas has been pretty cheap for the last few years, so everybody went out and bought these big ass trucks that get 12 miles to the gallon, and now they're all bitching about gas prices. Hey, dumbasses! Price of gas is going to go up no matter what over time because it is not a renewable resource. So you people that are buying these big ass trucks that don't get very good gas mileage, haha. I have no sympathy for them. What cracks me up about people with trucks is they buy these trucks and then they don't even actually use them as a truck. Everybody wants a crew cab so they can treat it like a car. And then they put a tonneau cover over the bed because they don't want to scratch the bed.
That's what rhino liners are for.
Yeah. Buy a truck. Like we have a utility truck. So I have a small truck and it's a utility truck. We use it when we need a truck, but we have super fuel efficient cars. My wife has a Prius. We went to Seattle and back on a tank of gas. A 9-gallon tank of gas. So it's, what, 220 miles to get to downtown Seattle. So it's 400, it was about a 500-mile trip on a tank of gas. So that was good. Good. We filled up right outside of town when we left, and we filled up right outside of town when we got back. So 50 miles to the gallon. Gotta love a Prius. All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first again. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm spinning. Now you got the little tirade. I gotta take my hat off. I got dots.
Dots.
Come on, man. Come on. Cinco de Dinner.
Okay, I'm gonna go back.
Okay.
Back in.
I'm still spinning. Come on. Come on. Cinco de Dinner.
Here we go.
Come on.
Dots and.
I'm still spinning.
Still spinning.
Did you get some?
A Maverick.
What?
I was spinning for like 4 seconds and then got some random fucking dude again.
I think they banned us. Like somebody's watched the channel and they went, hey, put a tag on there and don't let these guys play.
No, it's only Wednesday, so at least that's good. Got 4 more days to fucking.
Thor's Hammer 5.
Well, actually, tomorrow doesn't count. But I am forming again tomorrow, so hopefully I'll have a crew. I might be able to get a couple games in.
It's a good thing they hit that 2 rings great to the left. Whew. They probably didn't like that result. I mean, I won't kill him, but won't kill him. I think I'm going to use that club. Max. I'm going to be a couple rings off right there. 3-1. Should be about 2 rings and a titch right along the red line. Hitting it perfect. I might have over curled it. I might not have gone out far enough. And I need to go out, and I did make the shot, but I need to go out another ring on that setup if I want to do a max curl shot on the Apocalypse. So I think I was 2 rings off down there, and I need to go at least 3. But I am definitely close.
382.
I actually have a pretty good angle on that rough bump. If I wanted to do the rough bump.
Oh yeah, what happened? You didn't make it all the way through?
No, I made it all the way through, but I was way down on the left-hand bottom, and so I do have a look at the rough bump if I wanted to do the rough bump, but I really don't like that angle for the rough bump. I've seen Kyle Kyle loves that rough bump. I don't think he does anything on this but the rough bump. And where I'm at, I'm so damn close. There's Max, Grizzly, there's Min, so I'm about mid-club.
Oh yeah, this is great.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. One nine. Even though I'm at mid club, I'm going to do a max adjustment. So I'm going to just do 2 rings.
Yeah.
I'm going to run out of time. And I hit it 1 ring great to the left. The worst side I could possibly have hit it on.
Perfect shot. Come on, baby.
Just
Show us how it's done.
I think even doing, I did a straight up shot, and I still think I hit it great to the left, and it ended up great to the left, but I probably still needed to do a little bit. I'll have to go back and really kind of analyze where that was at. I think I would have missed it on the other side. It's almost like I should have taken a little bit of wind off. Or I should have did it at mid club, which is 1.1 per ring.
Yeah, I did it 1-to-1. I was closer to mid club, and it wasn't quite enough. I actually missed on the high side.
Well, when I actually got to the point where I was addressing the ball, I only had 3 seconds left, so I pulled it back, let it go by, and let it go, and missed the perfect.
You need to pull the ball back with 4 full seconds, and then you can wait for it to come twice.
Well, I was checking out that rough bump, but
unless you're using like a wedge or something.
But what I didn't like about
way
that,
too slow.
I didn't like where my second bounce was. The first bounce that comes out of the rough was so damn close to the rough that if I got the pull wrong, I was going to hit the rough on it, and I didn't like that look at all. So
yeah, I had where I ended up. I think I was 382 or 384, and pretty much to the left. If the rough was a bit shorter and the green wasn't sloped so much, I had a straight line right at it. But because it slopes, you have to spin it to the left, which is away from the hole, and then backspin it, and that's where you get in trouble with your second bounce. But yeah, I had lots of room. I just needed to pull a little bit more. Man, I can't get anything to go except for this one. This one's going in. Maximum adjustment, nothing else.
I'm doing a max plus 30 because I came here yesterday and did a max plus 10. I was doing the rough bump.
Yep.
And I did a max plus 10 and did not pull it enough. Hey, hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
More horses?
Spam phone calls using local numbers, that's the deal.
Oh, yeah. Right on. I like to stick around with them sometimes. But they actually called me when I was at work last week. It was funny. They called me, and I knew, I was like you said, it was a local number. It would have been a cell phone number. And so I kind of had an idea what was going to happen. Because they had called, and I'd never answered because I was at work. But it just happened to be like on my break or something. And so I answered it, and it's auto call, right?
Yeah.
Like, you have to blah, blah, blah. Please press 1 to talk to officer now. I was like, okay, whatever, this should be fun. So I hit the button. And you're like, yeah, blah, blah, this is this. How can I help you? And I was like, I don't know, you just called me. What do you want? You're like, well, no, your call came to me, blah, 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 can I help you? I said, well, no, like, you called me and the thing said push 1 to talk to someone, so here I am. Oh, yes, da, 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 da. Oh, yeah, blah, blah. So, okay. And it was whatever. It was like, can I get your name, please? And I was like, yeah, it's Jim Smith. And then she hung up. But yeah, you're not white. I can tell that. So I highly doubt that a not white female is constable at my local police department. Not that they can't, just the demographic doesn't really suit the area I live in.
I get a lot of weird phone calls. Sometimes I don't do it as much as I used to, but like doing the prank, like you called me, so I can do a prank on you, and like there's no problem with it. So.
Oh yeah.
But now the deal is that if you answer the phone, then they know that that's an active line, and then they'll call you more. So. I love payphones when the payphones ring. I'll tell you that. My wife hates it, but I love it.
Good old payphones. Are there any of those? I was talking to a guy at work not too long ago, and he was saying that he's seen a payphone somewhere, and it was like 50 cents to make a phone call. Because, it was always a quarter, right?
Yeah.
Because there's that song, like country song, I think it is. Here's a quarter, call someone who cares.
Most people have no point of reference on that anymore. Like younger people hear that and go, "What the hell is he talking about?" Yeah, I don't know if we have any payphones at all. I mean, I don't. You see them out in front of grocery stores and stuff. You used to see those little rides for kids.
Everywhere.
You used to see the little rides for kids where you put a quarter in it. You don't see those anymore either. I think they probably got sued out of business. But when we travel in the Caribbean and in Mexico, there's payphones everywhere. And I really love it when a payphone in a foreign country, they answer the phone. Oh, man. My whole goal is to see how long I can keep them on the phone.
Oh, yeah, because you know what? That's actually helping. Because they're bullshit and they're full of shit. And they've got a whole fucking list of numbers in front of them. On their computer screen, there's a little call center they're calling from. So the longer you keep them on the line, just fishing them, keeping them on the line, that just means that's less people that they can turn around and try and scam after you, right?
Right. All right, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, I'll go first again.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. I'm spinning.
Okay, I waited 5 that time.
I got dots.
I got dots. And I got Graham. Fuck.
You gotta be shitting me. That is bullshit.
Before I could even move my hand to back out.
Bull pucky. And I'm still spinning. Maybe you should let me spin for about 10 seconds, because it seems like I'm not getting opponents at all.
Yeah, that's weird.
And I got gunner. That's not the dunner that I'm looking for. All right, let's do the win first. 2.2. 2.86 rings.
Oh, I fucking hit it great. I was on a good roll.
2.86 rings. There's 2.86. Exactly. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in. Get in. Oh, man. I barely clipped the rough. Woo! That was close. And that was a 30% adjustment. I barely clipped the rough. It almost went in, but that was scary as hell right there, bro. Everybody who's listening is like, dude, rewind that right there and look how close that was. There must have been like one blade of rough grass that I clipped. That was bad. That was bad.
That's crazy because I did mine at no elevation, max club.
I'm thinking
I did hit a great, but it was way farther left than a great would have been.
I mean, I did a max adjustment with a 30%.
So I almost pulled too much. I think.
I'm almost thinking I'm just going to hit from the other side because that just seems dangerous as hell.
So how are you setting that up?
I'm 2 rings off of that. So it's max topspin. And because my Grizzly doesn't have a lot of topspin, and I was right. 2 rings off, 2 rings into the rough. And it literally was like a 16th of a ring. I mean, it pushed me. It pushed me forward 2 whole rings almost.
Are you using Navigator?
Yep.
So 1 full side spin and then top spin to the hole?
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah.
Because I just had like a 4.8. What is it still my app? 4.3. And I just did a max adjustment, and I think that was too much. I hit great, so it's hard to tell for sure with Goliath. But I mean, it was way, way off.
Hey, hold on one second.
Usually you can tell. Yeah.
All right, we're back. Dealing with family stuff. All right. Yeah, that wasn't enough. Go back and watch when I post this video. Go back and watch what I did on that. I mean, it is like I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. But I think I'm gonna switch up back to the bounce over because that seems like the deal is that it may work out fine for me, but it's gonna bite me on one of the holes bad. But that adjustment.
Well, that's the worst wind, right? In terms of pushing you past the rough.
Yep.
So any other wind, you would have been like more safer.
Yeah, I mean the tailwind is definitely like going down. And so maybe on pure tailwind I need to do more than a 30, but like sidewind yesterday.
Or just have 2 shots. It's okay to have 2 different shots.
Yeah. I'll have to think about how I'm going to play that hole. I may actually go in and waste some practice tokens and play that hole several times just to see.
Yeah, I've actually got some built up on these accounts now a little bit. So.
All right, hole number 8.
I haven't really used any.
This is the last par 4. What do we got going on the last par 4? All right.
This one, I have to make this one.
So the question is do I go for it or do I just my normal way of you can get over to the other side, but you really got to get your bounces right to get the deal. And if you do overpower, a lot of times the overpower doesn't really help you because your first bounce is in here. Your second bounce is in the rough already, and then you're screwing yourself to get on that pad. So I'm really just trying to get bounce number 1, bounce number 2, hit the rough, bleed off into this. And that is.
Yeah, I'm going for the island so I can do a wedge.
That is what I'm going to do. And it seemed like yesterday I did a wedge and I was off. I hit it perfect, but I can't remember if I made this hole or not. I think I needed to do a little bit more, like a plus 0.2 or a plus 10% or something. All right. I'm going to take the same exact setup that I got already. So I'm ready to roll. I'll switch balls when I get out there. Let's see if we can get matched up at least on one freaking hole.
All right, should I wait fucking 10 seconds or should I
give it like 7 or 8 seconds because I'm like I'm spinning forever. Okay, ready?
Okay, I want to time it. Yeah, I'm ready. I want to time it like right before you get dots.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm spinning. No dots. Got dots.
Okay, I hit it as soon as you said that. I got dots.
Come
I
on.
got MGM.
You gotta
What
be
the fuck?
shitting me. That is bullshit.
I get someone right away. This never happens. Today at work, I sit there and just spin for like a minute and a half. Almost every single hole.
Yeah, and we're playing in an area where it's 1 in the morning. Come on. I mean, it's not like there's a ton of people playing at 1 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday. I mean, I'm sure there's a
This
few.
guy's going left.
I'm
It's
not
a
a big
dangerous shot because if you go anything left of center of that fairway,
yeah.
and you need curl, you're going to end up falling away and possibly in the rough. Good chance you're going to go in the rough.
But you
like
could,
second fairway is like a spine, right?
But if you bring out, my opponent just had a berserker out. If they would have ran the topspin on that, you might be able to get on in one.
I'm going to the right and trying to end up on that island. I think I need a bigger ball though.
What's up, little girly? They're in a pretty good spot where they landed. Pretty good spot. It's probably another one of those holes. Yeah, I don't think there's enough. Let's bring out a power 3 ball. Let's get my red line going. .25. It's 2.1 per ring, so it's about a ring and a quarter. I'm going to do a ring and a third. A little bit of curl just to bring it back to that island. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if I can get my bounces right. 1, 2. Right on the island. Almost put too much curl on it. What's up, little girly? My little puppy Itsy Bitsy. All 4 pounds of her. She's a big one.
Fuck, I was running out of time and I forgot to overpower it a bit. I just missed the island.
So are you in the rough?
Yeah, right in front of the island.
My opponent actually got a pretty good shot on the left-hand side, but they're in minimum short
If I had better
on.
Nirvana, I could go for a rough bump here.
And I'm going to do plus, I think I'm in minimum club. I'm going to do 10% times whatever the wind is, divided by, I think it's 2.4 per ring. Might be 1.2. Let's see where I'm at in my club. I can't remember, to be honest with you. I'm right at max. Maybe 1 backspin. Get right up on it. .9. Hey.
25%.
Equals divided by 1.2. 1.75 rings.
Fuck, I did my old shit.
Oh, and I hit it great to the left. Urgh! That was right there too. That club is so accurate that would have been in the cup on perfect. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it, man! Come here, little girl. Come here, little girly. What are you doing? Did your mama take your brother and leave the house? Damn it.
Man, good thing this is a crappy account because I easily qualify with a 12 in this one. Like we were talking about the other day. how there's tiers inside of tiers. Like this guy's rookie 3, but I played a rookie 3 before at work today, and I really screwed up bad and shot a 12, and most likely he's not going to make it, which it shouldn't really, but.
Hole number 9.
And this one, it's also a rookie 3, but I think I'm already in the qualification zone with 10 so far. Okay, I'm going to get the impossible albatross here.
Well, no, if you get over to the other side, if you use the rocks, which is total bullshit. I can't. I don't like this hole because you shouldn't be able to hit through the rocks like that. I mean as a golfer, as a real golfer, you do not hit into like I understand that it's a game, but like it just feels wrong to hit through an obstacle like that because you hit into those rocks in the real world and you're dropping a ball. And this is one of those holes where, like, if you lay up and you have the shot from here, or if you try and come out here and you take the shot with a big dog or a cataclysm, where you should have to work, like, should be one of the hardest par 5s in the game. But if you can clear these rocks and get over to the other sides in the clear, it's super easy to end up in the sand over here when you're going through because you've got to have enough topspin to get you through the rocks and through the rough. But if you make it clean through, you'll have so much speed it'll carry into the sand on the other side, and then you're pretty well screwed.
Yeah, you got to curl it.
I think you can get it from here. I think you can get a window with your sand wedge, and you can get it up to the top. But if you can touch the green at all,
no.
it'll roll down to the green.
You hit that in the sand,
you're screwed.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I think that's.
You might be able to hit the little island in front, but not likely.
All right.
Of course, you need a Spitfire and all that good stuff.
This hole has been cruel to me over the years, so I'm not a fan of this hole. I'm not a fan of this hole because of them freaking rocks, but this hole ate my lunch and lost me a tournament one year. The Celtic Cup. Should have won that tournament. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I was all ready to go do an interview and everybody, and I was ready to do the Tonight Show that weekend and stuff as the winner, and I ended up choking on the last hole. Fell apart, folded like a cheap chair. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. I'm spinning. Dots. And I got somebody right off the bat. Like immediately as soon as I got dots. What kind of crap is that? We didn't get matched up one freaking time and we're playing it.
That's crazy because as soon as you said dots, I pushed it. And you're like, oh, I got someone right away. And I got dots as soon as I pushed the button, which doesn't really happen to me. And now I'm probably going to spin it for an hour.
Where I really want to come out is come out through this area right here. Could probably switch to my number 1 bag. My opponent is, I think they can make it from there. I think they can recover. Two rings. Okay, there's 1.5, so I'm going to do a ring and a half. Hitting it perfect.
Oh, shit.
We'll see if I gave myself enough room for the curl to become effective. slow
nice.
down, slow down. I almost made enough of a spin. I could probably go one ring more to the right on the shot setup. I was trying to leave myself enough room so that I really wanted to kind of bleed through this area and really try and get up there. I think you could get into long iron range instead of wood range, but I needed to be a little bit more to the right. I was trying to hit, there's a spot in between those rocks where it's kind of a hard pack area, and I was trying to hit, stay out of the rough. All right, I think I can recover easily from here. I think, pretty sure. Max Club.
Oh, I totally could use a sniper. Could have.
Okay, and it's gonna break off to the right just a little. Max Club should be 2 per ring, so I'm gonna just do a 1 ring pull. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in. Woo! Albatross right there, bro, with a freaking rough iron. In the hole.
Okay, see if I can match with Horizon.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
It is? Fuck yeah!
Did you get an Albie?
Yeah.
Woo! Double Albies. Look at that. What a deal.
The only shot I made the whole round. Just like real golf. 8 or 17 holes worth of shit, and then, oh, look at, man, what a great last hole I had. I made 3 great shots and got a birdie. I got to come back next week.
Yeah, then you don't remember anything.
Meanwhile, the rest of the round, you're trying to throw your clubs in the fucking drink.
I think I've only thrown a club one time. And I had to go get it because it was my putter. I was hitting a shot out from underneath the trees. I have an old style putter from like the 50s that I've been playing with forever, and it's actually a 1 iron. It's angled at a 1 iron, and I hit it. I use it to hit out from underneath the trees, and I had a spot where I could barely swing it. And,
It's funny I called that.
And I hit the tree in front of me, and the ball bounced back and hit me. Other than hole number 8, I really wanted to get the eagle on hole number 8. I got the first 2 par 4s, so that put me at minus 15. Put me at the top of the chart, so that'll be a good tiebreaker.
Yeah, I'm in first with 13. Only one in 13
Yes.
so far. See who's left.
So we got 3 14s,
Got
4
buddies on
4
11 after
13s.
8, so.
We got 3 people tied at 12, so at minus 12. So if anybody else comes up and pops off, and there's 2 people at minus 12 right now that have only shot 8. So if those 2, it looks to me like there won't be any minus 12s. I don't know that any minus 12s will make it.
Yeah, there's only
Maybe.
2 people that are on pace for a 13, and one of them has only played 2 holes. The other guy's 8, 11 after 8. So, but I'll be ahead of them because I got the albatross. Did nothing all around until the last hole. Because hey, why not?
Well, I think if somebody
bowling all the time, have like a shit first like 7 frames, and then go 8, 9, 10 and strike out or something. Still shoot like a 180. Yeah, fuck. Why bother bowling 10 frames when you can just bowl 3? It's a joke, obviously.
Yeah, so they're in 10th now. Somebody did pop up and shot a 14 and came up with a 14 up here. So now there's 4 14s.
Time is up.
Something about the tiebreakers here. They got an Albie in qualifying.
Quarter to 8
They
already.
broke it up by eagle. So if this other person gets I'm curious to see if they get a 14 as well, whether they drop it out and it's 13 or better to qualify. Those -12s are in trouble, and -12 is the minimum score, and so like having to pick up at least one.
What does this button do? Is that a mute? Oh, it is. Okay. Unmute?
Are you still there?
Yep.
Yeah, I've been
just seeing this button on here. Did I go silent for like a...
No, you didn't go. So I heard you say mute, and I was thinking maybe you thought you'd hit a mute button. I could still hear you.
No, I didn't, so I think I was muting you. Oh, it's just some button on the phone I never clicked before, so I was like, hey, what's this do?
I'm backing out and getting back in. I want to see if that one person, Ryan-eyed, they haven't finished hole number 9, but I was seeing if the -12s get knocked out, because they've already got -12, and so they're going to shoot at least a -13. Whether that drops them out of the hunt.
Did you qualify OT?
No, I haven't qualified out yet. I don't know if I was going to play out, so... You want me to play out?
I don't care. I have, like, my baby account left. With, like, Extra Mile 5, and, yeah, Horizon 3, Goliath 4.
I just have, like, Mortal Balls and because and part of the deal is that my debit card expired on February 28th, and they didn't send me one. So I got the new debit card, but we had to leave.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me.
We had to leave on Saturday, and I haven't got. So they sent me the new debit card, but then they send the thing with the PIN afterwards, and we had to leave on Saturday, and so I haven't. I think my neighbor picked up mail, so I actually don't have a debit card right now. I'm having to pay cash for everything, and so I was going to buy some balls for Ott, but I didn't actually have a debit card, and I didn't want to do it on my credit card.
I just go into the bank and say, hey, I need a new card.
Well, and I bank...
And then they put it in the machine, and I put my own PIN in, and then I leave.
So my commercial account, and then my account, I have another account. Those ones, you can just walk in and say, hey, I need a new card, and they'll just give you one. And then you go up to their machine, and then you put in the thing, and you put in your PIN the first time, but Chase doesn't like doing it that way, I guess. Rat bastards. Wish this Ryan-eyed guy would play. I want to see if he hasn't played yet, so we don't know. All right, that was the qualifying round. We can play another round. How many accounts do you have left to play?
Just one.
Just one? And you want to play it right now?
Oh, it don't matter. Well, yeah, the sooner the better. It's already like 7:45 here.
All right.
Which, when you're old, is creeping up on late.
How old are you?
42.
Based off my voice, how old do you think I am?
I don't know. I've seen your face, so it doesn't count. How am I supposed to, unsee that?
You should see Scooby, my buddy Scooby, or hear him talk. He's got that whole Brooklyn accent thing, and he looks like he's like 100. But he's actually younger than me.
No, I don't know. Like when I was watching your videos, I don't know. Seemed like you were probably around the same age.
I am. Let's go with that. I'm an old guy. I am 38.
It's hard though because like you said, the first time. I don't know if it was last summer or whatever. I don't know. And we ended up doing a video chat when I was out of my deck, like accidentally. We talked on the phone before that, I was outside and I somehow like pocket video dialed you. And then so then we just sat there. Did video chat instead of phone.
I remember
You were like, you probably don't probably didn't think I was like this, man. And I was like, well, no, but you probably didn't think I look the way I do either, right? You're like, no, you're right. You know, you do make a picture in your head when you hear someone's voice, and only their voice, but
I remember
you're 100% of the time wrong.
when we first started talking. I remember you telling me a story. It's like one of the very first times you ever watched me. I was on a hole and I was like, I'm done with this shit. I'm hitting an albie right here, so you guys go see what an albie looks like. And I went out there and got the albie.
Yeah, it was. We just played that tournament. It was that par 5 where there's those tree shadows. There's like a fairway, and there's rough, and then the second fairway does big Y. So you go to the left side, and there's like 4 trees, and the shadows go across the whole fairway.
Yeah, we just played that.
Far enough up. Yeah, and that was the one. You're like, but like we were talking about when we played it last, it seemed like it was harder. They like shortened it somehow or something.
Yeah, it seems like they shrunk the whole hole.
Video, it was like, if I get up this far, then I'll have like just enough room. And I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna leave my putter. I'm only bringing my extra mile and my sniper to this hole, and that's it. And then you turn around and got it, and it was like, yeah, hey, that was pretty good.
Feeling spunky. All right.
But hey, I just said I was gonna make the fucking albatross with the horizon on number 9.
Yeah, you called the shot, dude.
I called that too.
That was a perfect win for those because from that side over there, it was pure tailwind. So I mean, if you got if you hit it perfect, it was hard not. At least on mine, the wind was almost dead perfect tailwind to the cup. So it was all about hitting it perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. My ball, I couldn't let the ball guide run out, though. It just wasn't working. So I had to get to a point where it was running out, and then it was way short when I could see the ball guide. So then I moved it around a bit. Nothing was. So anyway, when I got to that point where I could see it, I just took away some backspin, and then same thing, just tried to imagine the line going toward the hole. Boom.
In the hole. All right, that was the Hey, you guys got to listen to our after tournament comments where we're just sitting here bullshitting and stuff. So you got bonus content today from Dunner and I.
The 19th hole.
The 19th hole. That's right. We went back to the clubhouse and had a few drinks and we're flirting with the ladies and talking shit and talking about what a great round we had. Hitting albies coming in the hole. Everybody at the clubhouse was like, "Oh my gosh, you guys had albies coming in." Now we got to go do interviews and stuff because the news people are going to be out there wanting to talk to us. And we'll
yeah, they don't talk to me because I just swear at them, and they're like, "Oh no, we can't talk to that guy. He always gets bad interviews. Swears a lot."
Well, I think I need to go work tomorrow. We need to go get some stuff done since I had to leave town for 3 days. Today I got up with the full intent of like just going at it, and I was like, I don't know. I jet lagged even though I didn't fly. I was in the same time zone the whole time. I was like wiped out when I got up this morning. So caught up, maybe work tomorrow. So we're gonna play the Friday.
Yeah, tomorrow's no good.
Okay. So we will
I can't even leave work early for bowling, so.
Yeah, that's right. You bowl on Thursdays.
Yeah, for another, what's today? March something?
16th or something?
So I think we got like 5 or 6 more weeks. And then this season's over. Then it plays ball, so.
We'll see how it goes. We'll probably play Friday afternoon as soon as you get off work. All right, that was the qualifying round for the St. Patrick's 2022 tournament. We got our stuff in. Thanks for watching. Have a great time. Got any final words of wisdom for everybody, Dunner?
It's payday eve.
It's payday eve. There we go.
Twice. I should get my income tax tomorrow too, so that'll be cool.
You actually work and get paid? That's a novel idea.
Yeah, I got my pay stub today. It's pretty good for 1 week. I'm not gonna complain.
All right. Have a great one. Stay safe. Thanks for watching.